I'm 33, don't know how to my fiancée's 30 anger bursts. We have been together for 4 years and about to get married. I love her so much and our life is really good. We have helped each other out in very difficult phases and we make a really good couple. I am generally a steady person emotionally. I don't mind to take a fight, but it needs to have a purpose. I certainly don't like to get into confrontations with people I love. I don't find it purposeful unless they are being super aggressive. My fiancée is a sweet person, but she's these anger bursts where she gets so revengeful and aggressive, and I don't know how to handle it. This time I went out to see my brother. I usually hang at home, and even more now with the pandemic. I almost never go out. I went out and it was late. I wasn't sure if I should just sleep on his couch or take an Uber home. I sensed my fiancé was getting angry. He hates it if we don't sleep together. So I took an Uber home at 2:40. She got angry because my coming home woke her up and slammed the bedroom door. So I slept on the couch. This morning she was just super mad, not talking to me except to make accusations, and being super aggressive, saying things like, "You are not 15. If you want to behave like this, then we should not get married." Today we were supposed to go to my parents' house to organize the wedding, but I cancelled. Now she is in the same mood, not talking to me and slamming stuff. These anger bursts happen time to time, and I have no idea how to handle. When I get attacked and get super angry, I just walk away and do a meditation and walk the dog to calm down. I don't want to reply with anger because what's the point? Any advice? Doctor, I don't know how to respond to my fiancée's anger burst. Right or wrong, I don't think it's a productive way of communicating with someone you love, but I don't know how to respond. I am glad I found this sub. You all have been very helpful for me to get out of my own thoughts. Thank you. Have you asked her why this happened? Sorry this is long, but I feel I have some good info. I, female, have problems with getting bursts of irritability with my husband myself. I'm not to this extent. I don't tell him stuff like we shouldn't be together and whatnot. But I do burst into irritation sometimes, and I'm working with a therapist for it. I recognize it, and I know it isn't fair, my husband. So, coming from kind of your fiancée's position, here's what I think. 1. Can you suggest therapy for her without upsetting her? It's been really good for me. 2. Encourage her to think about where the anger is really coming from. Anger is a secondary emotion. I've come to realize that a lot of mine comes from insecurity. I start to make irrational assumptions based on insecurities and spiral down the rabbit hole and become unfairly moody. My therapist has given me tools to work through insecure and irrational thoughts instead of allowing myself to direct anger at my husband. 3, as a suggestion from my therapist. My husband and I are developing kind of a code word or phrase. Decided on it yet. But basically, it's something simple my husband can say to me when he sees me spiraling, like a prompt for me to step back and use my tools to bring my emotions down and my logic up. The key is I can't get mad at him for using the prompt. All of this has to ultimately come from her recognizing this issue and being willing to work on it. I've been apologizing to my husband since we've been together about my issue. I've switched breath controls to try and stop it. I've gotten on medication, and now I'm working on cognitive behavior therapy for it. So the first step is really assessing. The first step, if she even realizes or cares to fix it. And from there, therapy is a really good thing.